Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now with GSC Season 12 about to kick off tonight, I'm back here with another video where I go through all the feats for the upcoming season that CG announced on their forums. But first let me talk about a few changes I made to the SWGOH for Life tool. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. For those that you have seen it, the first change should be quite obvious. I changed the theme now into dark theme, so it's slightly easier on your eyes if you're viewing it in a dim environment, as well as if you got an OLED screen, it will save you some battery while viewing it. Now the next feature that I added was in terms of actual feats, because as you know, you've got a lot of feats, and let's say you're getting into week 3 or 4 of the season, and every time you have to scroll down to the bottom to see what's coming up. So I've added this neat toggle here that whenever feats expire, they'll be automatically hidden. So if we are coming up into week 2, week 3, week 4 of season, the feats from previous weeks will be hidden, so you'll be quickly able to see what's currently live or upcoming. But for some reason, if you do want to see those feeds that have expired already, only thing what you will need to do is toggle this switch here, and it'll show you, for example, all the feeds that have expired. So just a quick and easy way, to be able to see what's actually happening at the moment, instead of scrolling further down the page and try to find the date you're looking for. Now the next and final feature that I added and I want to talk about in this video to my tool is actually search. Now as the counters have grown, as you can see, for example, I got 107 free counters here already. So I had a select list where you selected a leader, but that list has gone long and it was hard to find. So what I've done was I added now a more friendly list here where you can see the pictures of leaders, so they're easier to identify. And as well as, most importantly, this list is now searchable. So let's say you're looking for Rev encounters, you just type in REV, for example, and there you go, you can look up your Darth Rev encounters there. So these are all the improvements I've made to my tool for this upcoming season. I've got a lot more planned for this tool, so make sure to check it out if you haven't. Now back to the actual feats. Now we got a free, well, love it or hate it, it is what it is. CG also confirmed that there'll be one fleet on defense. That's at least what it says on the forum, so we'll see. Whereas in previous season we had to put 2 fleets on defense. The theme for this one is bounty hunters. I would imagine this is to celebrate the launch of new season for The Mandalorian. And as mentioned before, it starts tonight, the join period that is. There we go. Now for the actual feats, they're all kind of bounty hunter themed, so you'll see as we go through them. So the first one that starts on the 2nd November, it's called This Is About Revenge, and you have to defeat 6 enemy units in Grand Arena with characters who had ties to the Shadow Collective. So it's pretty much kind of your bounty hunters, so depending on which bounty hunters you have geared up, just a couple of suggested squads here. You could put 2 bounty hunters teams together, one with Bossk if you would want, one with Jango. Just depends what you've got, really. It's also worth mentioning that all the durations and the rewards are just kind of what I predict them to be based on historical data that I've gathered over the seasons. But as these feeds go live, if these aren't correct, I'll make sure to update them to reflect what's in the game. Just something to bear in mind. Moving on the 3rd of November, we got a starting feat that's called Our Identity. And similar like previous one, you have to defeat 6 enemy units in Grand Arena with characters who wear Mandalorian armor. So probably this is your kind of best team, best case scenario, depending on who you've got geared up or not. And this reward as well, apart from tokens and banners, will also give you the Mandalorian portrait. So if you're into portrait, you will definitely want to look out for this feat when it goes live. Then the next one, again starting on 3rd of November, it's called Whatever It Takes. And to achieve this feat, you have to win a Grand Arena battle using Aura and Boba. Personally, my Aura is not geared up at all, so this one probably is out of reach for me. Unless, I could throw in, I don't know, let's say Malak or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and just chuck in Boba and Aura, and, pretty much Kylo can solo, but that will be low banner win, so it really depends on the situation here. Now, this one will also give you the title of Mercenary, so again, if you like your titles, this is definitely the one you will want to look out for. Now moving on to the second week already now of the season. So we got a 10th of November, the one that's called Explosives. And this one is quite fun actually. You have to apply thermal detonators 20 times. And probably you've got really two ways here to do it. One is with bounty hunters. So you got your thermal detonator squad with Dengar, Zem and Greedo. They all apply a lot of thermal detonators. So, you should be able to get it fit quite fast. And then if you got Jaws geared up, again, they can quickly stack up those thermal detonators for you as well. Now the next one is called It Was Just a Job. And in this one, you have to win a Grand Arena battle using Zem and Jango. And this one actually also gives you a title of Hired Gun if you complete it. And suggested squad, again, you can go Jango lead, Boss lead, it's really down to you, but some sort of bounty hunter squad there. Depending on what you have, you can put together. Next one is Who Shot First. So this one you have to win a Grand Arena battle using Han, Solo and Greedo. And here actually Greedo's lead is actually very good for this case, because he will give plus 50% critical damage to Scoundrel allies, so not only bounty hunters. So this team could do some serious damage both with Han and Chewbacca. Of course, Greedo will get guard as well from Chewbacca, so this team, will pack some firepower with that critical damage boost from Greedo. So I think this feat shouldn't be too difficult to obtain. Next one, it's called Lucky Shot, and you have to gain critical damage up 20 times in Grand Arena. There are multiple ways to do this. Obviously, you've got your resistance team where both Rey and BB-8, can apply critical damage up. Then with Rebels, you got Han Solo. When he shrugs his shoulder ability, he as well will apply critical damage up to himself. And then with Troopers, both Stark and Snowtrooper can apply critical damage up. Here with the Jedi Revan on his Thermometer swap ability as well will grant himself critical damage up. And of course you can put some sort of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren team together. There's plenty of critical damage up there if you got attackers with Kylo. So there's just some suggested teams, but obviously this by no means is an exhaustive list. It's just, a few teams that were just on top of my mind that's got some critical damage up ability. Now next one, we are now already getting slowly into the third week of Grand Arena. So it's going to be on 21st of November. This one is called The Guild. And you have to win a Grand Arena battle using Mandalorian Greef. And you get a nice Greef Karga portraits. Again, if you love your portraits and you love Greef, you want to look out for this one. Just suggested maybe Jango lead with these guys, maybe Bosk as well. Just really depends who you're going up against. Then on 24th November, we have Trapped in the Box. And to achieve this feat, you have to win a Grand Arena battle using Cad Bane and Embo. Again, just some sort of bounty hunter squad together. But I'm not sure about this feat because, to be honest, Cad Bane and Embo, not sure what you can beat with this kind of team. But hey, you can as well as, if you want to solo, you want to put Malak in there or Gas or, any of the Galactic Legends and just throw these two guys in for the feed, but it might cost you some banners. So again, depending on your situation, whether, how would you be able to achieve this one. Then on 28th of November, I Want Them Alive. Now this is an interesting one. It's you have to win a Fleet Arena battle with 4 bounty hunter Empire ships. Capital ships don't count. And you also get a nice title here, which is called Reward Seeker. Now, probably there are 2 ways to do this. One is go down the Empire route. Now, if you have an Empire fleet maxed out, one of my guys in Shard, my Shard is running this team, Tarkin lead with maxed out Gauntlet, TIE Bomber, TIE Fighter, TIE Advanced, and Emperor Shuttle. And this fleet is really good. It can easily beat any fleets out there. So, if you're one of those lucky ones that have that should be easy for you. Otherwise, this is the route I will actually test out myself. I'll try try to put some sort of malevolence team with bounty hunters and separatists, some sort of mix together. And once I manage to, you know, achieve this feat, I'll obviously record a video and let you know how I've achieved it, so you can see how you can do that as well. Next one here, now we're getting into the final week of season 12, so on 22 November. Do you like your army? You have to win a Grand Arena battle using Django, Rex, and Cody. I mean, Cody's really outdated characters at this point, so I'm not sure what kind of team I personally would be able to beat in my division with this, but there we go. Rex, he's got a catch-all lead here, so probably he's your best lead here for these guys. Alright, so not too many feats looks like in this season. There's obviously all those generic feats where you have to win X amount of arena battles. You have to, you know, win with an undersized squad and so on. But this time CG didn't announce those specifically, but as always I will add them here into my tool as when they become live, so that, you know, by the end of Grand Arena we'll have a complete list of all the feats, including their rewards. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hope you're excited for the upcoming free Grand Arena. It's always a bit tricky one, but at the same time, you know, we get to experience slightly different things, test out different things and stuff like that. But until then guys, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.